Beat banks at their own game at renewal time. 3 common mistakes that clients make at renewal and how to avoid them and save thousands of dollars. And 1 tip for a landlord that has saved me countless hours during tax time. Hello, everyone. My name is Sylvia Ho, and I'm a financial landlord consultant. I'm also a mortgage agent and a landlord myself for the last 24 years. Every Wednesday, I create training videos for my clients, for my landlord clients, to help them save money, save taxes, and decrease the interest that we pay the banks. All right, so today we're going to talk about beating the banks at their own game. What to do at renewal, 3 common mistakes, and how to avoid them. There's some crazy stats out there that says 2025, more than 50% of mortgages are coming up for renewal. And 99% of mortgage holders are doing it all wrong. So what are the 3 tips for you? First of all, don't accept the lender's first offer. Put on your poker face. Do you have a good poker face? And work out to get a lower rate. Or better yet, send me an email with their offer and I'll tell you right up front whether it's a good offer or whether you can actually do better. That's tip number 1. With tip number 1, just make sure you do that first step. Go back and say, hey, lender, I got your renewal notice. These rates aren't so good. I've been doing a lot of research on rates. I need a better rate if you want me to stay with you. Put on your poker face. Talk to them. Figure out if they can do better. Send me an email, communicate, chat with me. Say, hey, Sylvia, this is what's going on. This is how much I owe. This is who my lender is. This is what they're offering me. Can we save any more money? So that's option number 1. Tip number 1. Tip number 2, my friends, this is the game that the lenders pay. They will not send out a renewal notice till 30 days to your closing date, to your renewal date. So if your renewal is at May 30th, they will send it out on May 1st. And if it doesn't get to you till like May 7th, May 10th, and then you're busy and you're like, oh my goodness, now my mortgage is up for renewal. I only have 1 week. I only have 2 weeks. You're leaving money on the table. People are going to be scrambling to try to find that better deal. And they're like, oh no, I'm pressured. I got to sign because my mortgage is up for renewal. Where am I going to come up with that money to pay the lender out? So what I want you to do is I want you to grab your annual mortgage statement and I want you to figure out when your maturity date is. And then you're going to minus 5 to 6 months. Let's just say minus 5 months. So if your mortgage renewal is December, then December minus 5, 12 minus 5 is 7. So in July, you're going to put into your calendar, figure out mortgage renewal. All right. And if you have multiple properties, put it in for the different properties and make sure you put the address on it and which lender it is and maybe a mortgage number just to help you keep organized. I know with all of my properties, I have to put my mortgage number and I really have to keep organized, right? Okay. So don't wait till the last minute. So that you're not scrambling, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Figure out your maturity date and send a reminder to you in your calendar, family calendar, or even send yourself an email. In Gmail, there is a schedule send. So, hey, mortgage up for maturity on this address, mortgage number this with this lender, and send it out on July 1st for the December renewal. So 5 to 6 months before your renewal date. And that will help you be more organized. It will allow you to have time to explore different options and negotiate from a position of strength. Another tip is don't renew without professional advice. Too many people do it alone and they end up with a mortgage product that does not help them gain any advantage. It doesn't help them get ahead of the game. So how to beat the banks at their own game is tip number 3 is revisit your mortgage strategy. Life changes. Families grow. Family needs grow. Careers change. Incomes change. Major expenses. Life changes. So your mortgage strategy needs to be flexible for your life goals and your life financial needs. Okay, so reevaluate your goals. I just spoke to a client whose mortgage is coming up for renewal. They had a $585,000 mortgage, and they also had a $42,000 line of credit. I'm like, oh, where did this line of credit come from? I don't think that was there 5 years ago. Like, no, Sylvia, we put in a basement apartment and we needed to get a large sum of money. So we got a line of credit and we're aggressively paying that off. I'm like, okay. So we did some number crunching. I did a cash flow audit, which I love to do, is a cash flow audit where I look at your numbers. So they were paying, I want to say $5,100 every single month just for the mortgage and for the line of credit. So what we did is we did a debt consolidation, which is a gold standard. We consolidate their $585,000 mortgage and their $42,000 line of credit into one. We use the same budget that they're used to, and now, get this, my friends, now they're going to pay off their mortgage in 15 years when they were on a 25-year plan. Again, it comes down to mortgage strategy. It's about having that solid financial strategy that helps you with your financial goals. It's less about rate that will help you reach that family financial strength. Okay. So when it comes to your mortgage renewal is a perfect time to revisit your mortgage strategy. Mortgage financial strategies that work with your financial goals is more powerful, in my opinion, is more powerful than rate. Rate helps you get to your goals, but having that solid financial plan will get you to your goal much, much faster. Another conversation that I had with a client was about my training last week about the power of the paycheck. So this client has a $700,000 mortgage. They had unsecured investments. They also were saving $3,000 to $4,000 per month. When I worked out the numbers, they went from a 21-year amortization. They're applying the strategy of the power of the paycheck, the Manulife One product. And now, my friends, get this. They will pay off their mortgage in 4 years. That's right, my friends. In 4 years. That's how powerful the strategy is. And sometimes I think the strategy is actually more powerful than rental cash stemming. For Manulife One mortgage product to work, you must have a delta between your family expenses and the income coming in. Okay, so you must be, it doesn't work for everybody. It only works for families that has a delta. And it doesn't have to be a $3,000 to $4,000 delta. I've worked with clients where the delta for the Manulife One power of the paycheck was $700. It all comes down to evaluating and figuring out what is the financial strategy that works for you. All right, so what are your action items for your mortgage renewal? Beating the banks at their own game. Number one, put it into your calendar today. Like right now while you're listening to this training. Your maturity date, figure out your maturity date, last 5 months. And then put it into your calendar or send yourself a scheduled email saying, hey, mortgage up for renewal. Let's put ourselves in a position of strength by gathering up information much, much earlier and start on the mortgage process earlier. Action item number 2. When you get this email, call your lender and say, hey, lender, my mortgage is up for renewal in the next 5 months. What can I take advantage of? Make sure you tell them that you're just inquiring, that you don't want to make any changes, because I've had lenders make changes on a client's behalf and the client didn't even know. So just say, hey, I'm curious. My mortgage is up for renewal. What can you do? What can you offer me? Action item number 3, email me the options. And I'm going to tell you straight up if it's good or not. But more likely, what I'm going to tell you, instead of whether your rate is good or not, more likely what I'm going to talk to you about is financial mortgage strategies that will have a bigger impact on your financial goals. All right, so those are your 3 action items, beating the banks at their own game at renewal. All right, so the other thing I want to talk to you about is this. Something that has saved me countless hours as a landlord is having a dedicated credit card for my landlord business. By having a dedicated credit card specifically for my landlord expenses, when it comes up to tax time, all I have to do is give my accountant the bank statements, the credit card statements are specifically for my landlord business. I don't have to go back into my credit cards and kind of numerize, oh yeah, I use this for this property, this is for this property, this is from Home Depot, I bought some drapes, I bought repair stuff, I went to Dollarama. No, don't have to do any of that. One credit card, and it's only for my landlord business. And the bonus part is I get Aeroplan points and then I get to travel. You all know I love to travel. All right, my friends, that's the end for today's training, how to beat the banks at their own game at Renewal, and one tip that has saved me thousands of hours at tax time. My name is Sylvia Ho, and I'm a financial landlord consultant. I am also a mortgage agent and a landlord myself. I empower landlords with financial strategies to help them save money, reduce the taxes that they pay, and cut the interest that they pay the banks. If you love the training that you get every single Wednesday, please subscribe. Please comment below. Please let me know that you like what you're hearing to encourage me to make more videos. All right, my friends, talk to you later. Talk to you next week. Bye.